tends to fill the void in if he has been making phenomenal progress over the years. It is very difficult for you to find it in the books. So what we want to do at this conference is to invite body of scholars at the international level, at the national level, at the local level, to re-examine the existing plethora of literature and to come up with a new, original, and unsearched evidence, which maybe might have been unresearched before. So, to this conference, a number of experts in Yoruba cultural history, in archaeology, will be part of this team. First is the distinguished professor of history, Professor Tony Falola, the distinguished teaching professor of history at University of Texas at Austin. Professor Akin Ogundiran, a world-renowned archaeologist at Northwestern University, is part and parcel of this conference. Dr. Abidemi Babalola of British Museum today is a major stakeholder. At our Nigerian level, we have eminent scholars, we are invited eminent scholars who will be looking at the architecture of Ooni of Ife, Professor Cordelia Osasono, Professor Aderonke Olademo of University of Lagos is part of the team. We'll be looking at women in Yoruba religious sphere, the women of Ife, the women of Yoruba in Yoruba religious sphere. So, Professor Olutayo Adesina, a distinct professor of history at the University of Ibadan, will be examining aspects of the history of Ile-Ife. Professor Fashiku, the director of Institute of Cultural Studies at University of Obafemi Awolowo University, is a leading member in this exercise. Professor Abimbola Adesoji of University of Ife is part of this. Professor Ogunfolakon, a leading archaeologist. Professor Peloye, and a number of others, eminent scholars, overseas and Nigeria, will be looking at this. Ile-Ife today is the home of a university, the Obafemi, University of Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University. When you look at the transformation of Ile-Ife in the last 60 years, when that university was established, till today, and in less than 8 years of the present Ooni of the incumbent Ooni of Ife, you will see the changes in the architectural and infrastructural landscape of Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife is now the home to tourism and hospitality. It is a destination, great destination point today. In less than 8 years that Kabiyesi has been on the throne, he now owns a university. He is the proprietor of Ojecha University at Eyenkorin. For somebody to attain that in less than 8 years, he deserves accolades and appreciation. When you look at the quantum of hospitality industry that he has established in leading cities in Nigeria today, it's another round of appreciation. When you look at if a grand result, I have not seen anything of that magnitude so far so good in Nigeria. Ojaja Arena, Ojaja Cinema, Adire Odua Hall, and you take a look at the city, the number of suits situated within that 1,000 acres of land. Along the line, take a look at Ojajamo in Ile-Ife, Ojajamo in Ede, Ojajamo Ibadan, Ojajamo Akure, Ojajamo Lagos, and other cities, in less than 8 years, you will now be able to see. Uh, Kabiyesi has also impacted on our history and culture. He encourages archaeologists, historians to partner, to come together, to deepen our understanding, not just of the history of Ile-Ife, but of the entire Yoruba race. He has been able to connect us with African diaspora, given a number of visits he has done in very recent times, so that to Brazil and even Uganda. One of the real fathers will be speaking on lessons from Uganda, over His Royal Majesty over Abolari. He was one of the members of the team who accompanied Kabiyesi to Uganda. And he has very good impression about that country. That there are several takeaways from Uganda, lessons that Nigerians can even learn from Uganda that we consider unput. So, in essence, what this academic conference is about is to do a very good documentation of the history of Ile-Ife in terms of culture, in terms of archaeology, in terms of history, in terms of tourism, hospitality, in terms of international networking. So we are here. Kabiyesi will be marking the 48th year anniversary on October 17th this year. October, I mean,
49.
October 17th. And that is why we have situated this academic conference between October 10 and 14 in a way to celebrating. We will be having paper presentations from Tuesday, but the grand occasion is Friday. That is Upper Friday. That will be on the 13th of
October. 14th.
14th of this month. That's the grand finale. We'll be expecting all sons and daughters of Yoruba land, all Omoluabis, to be in Ile-Ife that particular Friday. We are extending invitations to all the àwọn ìjòyè apá ọ̀tún, àwọn àgbà Ifẹ̀, invitations to the elders of Ife on the left side. We are extending invitation also to the ruling houses in Ile-Ife, whether you are from Yesi, Lafogido, Ogboru, and Oshinkola. All the ruling houses, we expect them to make their representation. I'm so happy that at least 2 gentlemen and 1 lady have decided, submitted publication on some of these traditional rulers. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. We have invited the Sokos collectively. We have also invited members of not just the ruling family, major compounds, major quarters in Ile-Ife, and major personalities. Whether you are the Fashogbons, you are the Fabomis, you are your fellow yes, or Omishori, Omidiora, Bangbeton, Ogusi, Aderemi, Ademiluyi, all the major compounds and their champions. I know that the Omishoris, even as we sat there, they've submitted their papers. So the Bangbetons have submitted their papers. The Omidioras, they have submitted their papers. So we want to use this opportunity to document the family history project of Ile-Ife, compound history of Ile-Ife. What people teach about history is just the general history. if you are from a particular compound, be able to sit down and write the history of your family. Let's document it. We are all interrelated. You will now be able to see the relationship between a compound A, compound B, and you see the totality through the compounds, the entire history of Ooni Ife. Gentlemen of the press, that's our purpose, that's our mission. It promises to be academically intriguing, and you can be sure that anytime you spend with us at the conference will be equally rewarding. On this note, I want to thank you for coming to this conference. If you have the questions and you want clarifications from KBC, we can now proceed and ask a few questions from KBC.